Operation K was a Japanese naval operation in World War II, intended as reconnaissance of Pearl Harbor and disruption of repair operations following the surprise attack on the 7th of December 1941. The planning for Operation K began in the weeks after the attack on Pearl Harbor, when the Imperial Japanese Navy High Command considered how to take advantage of the capabilities of the long-range Kawanishi flying boats. An assessment of the repairs to the docks, yards, and airfields of Oahu would help the Japanese Navy to determine American ability to project power for months to come. Initial plans called for the use of 5 flying boats. They would fly to the largest atoll in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands to be refueled by submarines prior to taking off for Oahu. The raid was planned to coincide with the full moon to illuminate the Pearl Harbor target area, but the actual date of execution would depend on calm weather for refueling and clear skies over Pearl Harbor. If the first raid was successful, additional raids would be made. In a repeat of events just prior to the 7th of December attack, American code breakers warned that the Japanese were preparing for reconnaissance and disruption raids, and again were largely ignored by their superiors. When time came for the raid, only 2 of the big flying boats were available. Each airplane was loaded with 4 250-kilogram bombs. From there they flew 3,100 kilometers to refuel, then set off for Oahu, 900 kilometers distant. In addition to their reconnaissance mission, they were to bomb the Pearl Harbor naval base to disrupt salvage and repair efforts. However, errors ensued. The Japanese submarine was supposed to station itself just south of Oahu as a lifeguard and weather spotter for the flying boats, but was lost. American radar stations on Oahu picked up and tracked the 2 planes as they approached the main islands, prompting a search by Curtiss P-40 Warhawk fighters. Consolidated PBY Catalina flying boats were also sent to seek Japanese aircraft carriers, which were assumed to have launched the 2 invaders. However, a thick layer of clouds over Pearl Harbor prevented the defenders from spotting the Japanese planes flying at an altitude of 4,600 meters. Those same clouds also confused the Japanese pilots. The pilot of the first plane was able to see small patches of the island, dropped his 4 bombs north of Honolulu. His bombs landed about 300 meters from Roosevelt High School, creating craters 2-3 meters deep. Damage was limited to shattered windows. The pilot of the second plane assumed by historians and officials to have eventually dropped his bombs into the ocean. The 2 flying boats then flew back southwest towards the Marshall Islands. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and support my channel on PayPal. Details in the description box.